gonna do it again.
Do what?
Eat meat. I've been herding so much beef, I feel like a pot roast.
Your only resemblance to that dish is the gravy you pour out. You should be proud of this drive, California. It's the biggest one we ever made.
Yeah, and the longest one. What I don't figure out is why we gotta play nursemaid to a lot of other people's cattle.
Well, I've explained all that. Each year the association picks a different owner to take the combined herds to market. This year it was our turn.
Oh.
There's something wrong over there. What happened, Lucky?
I don't know. Maybe I rode in the side of the herd. Anybody could with that dust toting and blinding you.
Somebody has to ride this position. Is it too tough for you?
No, sir.
Well, that's fine. On this kind of a job, we all have our work to do. You do yours, there won't be any complaint.
Those sure are fine-looking cattle you got there, Hoppy.
I don't like to brag, but there's nothing on 4 feet that's any better.
How long are you going to be around?
Not long. Why?
Supposing we have a little talk about that.
Who's that talking to Lucky?
I don't know. Well, I know his face, but I just don't place him.
Well, that's Speed Blaney, fast shooting and fast talking. You know, Hoppy, when you say those cattle are the best things on 4 feet, I'd say he's one of the worst things on 2.
Well, that's a strange companion for Lucky.
I don't mean nothing, Hoppy. The sooner he gets to know Blaney's kind, the sooner he'll stay away from him.
Yeah, but by the same token, you know fire's hot without putting your finger in it to find out. I've been worried about him on this trip. Maybe you better go tell him we're ready to leave for home.
Sure.
Oh, Hoppy, before you go, will you sign this?
Sure.
Well, that's all. Just remember what I said.
I'll remember.
Hey, Lucky. Hey, Lucky!
That's a lot of money to tie to a horse, Hoppy.
I'd rather trust the horse with it than most men I know.
Well, I guess the Cattle Association feels the same way, otherwise you wouldn't be handling it.
Oh, well, it is a responsibility, Jake, but somebody has to do it.
Yeah. Well, so long, Hoppy, and good luck.
So long.
So long, California.
Long, Jay.
What's the matter?
Well, I guess we gotta stay here a while.
What do you mean?
Lucky just rode off.
Didn't you tell him we were ready to...
Gone for a time. It ain't often we get to town, Hoppy. Maybe you wanted to see somebody or...
So do I.
You do? Who?
Lucky. And I guess we'll do as you say. We'll just stand here and wait. What time is it?
See, it's, there it is.
What time is it now?
Sir?
4:30.
Never seen it fail.
What are you talking about?
Yours the sand in the desert. Young'uns get out of line once in a while, Hoppy.
What do you mean by that?
Well, Lucky's always blaming me for getting into trouble. But I get more sense and do half of the things he thinks I do.
How old are you, California?
Me? I'll tell you. The day I was born, my pa dropped his watch. We never did keep time from then on.
Well, if Lucky lives twice as long, he'll never get in half as much trouble.
That's right. Huh?
Should have been miles up the trail by now, Lucky.
Didn't know you were ready to leave.
Well, you might have taken the trouble to find out.
I had an errand to do.
Couldn't have had anything to do with Speed Blaney, could it?
Blaney, why?
I saw you talking to him.
Look, Hoppy, you've been picking on me ever since we left the ranch.
Picking on you. You sound like a little boy. You're beginning to act like one. You go to sleep on the trail, you complain about the dust while you're riding herd, and then you disappear and hold us up for 2 hours. What's gotten into you, Lucky?
Nothing, but I can look for another job.
I think you need a rest, not another job, and as soon as we get home, I'll see that you got a few days off. Well, it's too late to ride through tonight. We'll stop at Boulder Inn.
Doc Richards sure cure Indian remedies.
Maybe he's got something from a rheumatism.
Well, if he has, don't rub it. The last you had exploded.
Yeah.
Hey, would you take care of our horses for us, please?
Hello?
Good evening.
Sure is. Want a sleeping room?
Yeah, for 3.
Well, come right this way. Sign your name in the book there, and I'll get your key. There you be. Want any food?
No, we ate on the trail.
Most people do that come here.
Well, there's probably a good reason for it.
You'll find that room at the head of the stairs.
Thanks. Well, I'm going to hit the pillow. What about you two?
I feel kind of petered out myself, Hoppy. I'll wait and see the doc in the morning.
Sure.
I think I'll stick around down here for a while. I'm not sleepy.
All right, Lucky. And maybe staying up for a little while get you in a better humor, huh? Here, this stuff is heavy. I wish they'd pay this off in paper.
Hello, Lucky. Come on in.
What are you doing here?
There's that Blaney again.
Guess he must have left town ahead of us.
Must have.
I thought we talked this all out in town.
We did, but I'd just like to keep reminding you. I'll be seeing you.
Thanks.
That's all right.
Look. 3 aces of clubs.
Mm-hmm. I've seen packs of cards in hotel lobbies where there were 4 aces of the same kind. And, my dear young man, you were wrong about the suit. Because, as you can readily see, these are the aces of hearts.
I must be getting dizzy. I'd swear that...
Don't. A lot of people have sworn at my uncle's card tricks and then felt very silly afterwards.
And now there's a woman for you. They all tell everything they know. Son, my name is Doc Richards. This is my niece, Renee.
I'm glad to know you. And you too, Miss Renee. I'm Lucky Jenkins.
Say, son, do you mind if we join you?
No, glad to have you. Won't you sit down, Miss Renee?
Thank you.
I was feeling pretty lonely myself.
Lonely? Well, I can't say that I blame you, son. You know, these hotel lobbies were designed for boredom. I know. I've traveled more miles than I have pills.
Oh, now I remember. I saw your name on the wagon outside.
Yeah, sure, sluggardly means of travel. But someday, everything will be different. Someday, my boy, you'll not only see trains in this wilderness, but great roads and wagons propelled by machinery. I predicted and perfected a great many things. Among them, a positive cure for baldness, a glass eye that winks. Oh, many, many other things. Too innumerable to mention. Yes, my boy, these things are all here today. Tomorrow, they'll bear newer and greater wonders.
What kind of things?
He has so many different kinds of pills to sell. I'm sure he thinks the whole world is ill and that he must remake and cure it.
Yes, sir, those are my sentiments exactly. Say, son, you look like an intelligent young man. What line are you in?
I'm a cowhand. I spend most of my time on a ranch west of here. We've just come back from selling a big herd of cattle.
We?
Yes, Hopalong Cassidy. That's my boss. In California, another cowhand. They went to bed, but I wasn't sleepy. Glad of it now.
Well, we're sure glad of it, too, son. Say, tell me, do you like your work?
Sure do, Mr. Richards.
Oh, just call me Doc.
All right, Doc. Yes, it's a good life, riding the range, and the men are all swell, especially Hoppy. But, well, we did have a little trouble today.
Oh, is that so? Well, now, perhaps it'd ease your mind to tell us about it, huh?
Oh, I suppose it's all my fault. It started this morning. This was an important drive because we were bringing in the combined herds of the Cattle Association. I was dusty and hot and let some of the cattle get away. Hoppy got pretty sore at me and...
Hey, wake up. Turn over, will you?
Oh, gosh. What a dream. Hoppy, I dreamed I met the most beautiful, good-looking widow with $1 million, and I...
Well, what's the matter with that?
Doggone, you went and woke me up before I could marry her. Say, when are you going to sleep and turn that lamp out? It's a-shining in my eyes like a sunset.
I'm kind of worried, California.
That's nothing to lose sleep over.
When it's about Lucky, it is.
Lucky? Yeah. He ain't come to bed yet, has he?
No, he's probably still downstairs talking to Blaney. You know, that fellow's got a bad reputation.
Well, I guess I gotta do it.
Do what?
Hoppy. I've been an ornery critter all my life, but I never broke a confidence before. But Lucky, he's a good kid, and I don't want you to get him wrong, so I'll tell you about him and Speed Blaney. Lucky owes him money.
Owes him money? How did that happen?
The kid met Blaney last time he was in town. He'd just been paid off, and you know how he's feeling his oats and wants to be a big sport, and... Well, that Blaney knows a sucker when he sees one, and it only took a little smooth talking to rope Lucky into a card game, and... Don't have to tell you who won. That Blaney's as crooked as a pig's tail, and poor Lucky, he didn't have enough money to pay him off.
Well, how much did he lose?
I don't know. He didn't say, but I know he's been saving up to pay him off, and he made me promise not to tell you, Hoppy. Doggone, a fine friend I am.
You certainly are, California. You've done both Lucky and me a great favor. I thought he'd gotten into some real trouble. If that's all it is, I feel much better about it.
You mean you ain't sore?
Well, of course not. And I won't say anything about it. It's his obligation to pay his debts, and it'll be a good lesson for him.
I knowed you'd feel that way about it, and Hoppy, if I get into a little trouble, you'd see it the same way.
I certainly would not. You're old enough to know better. I'll go back to sleep and marry that rich widow.
And that's about it. Hoppy never balled me up before. I guess the responsibility of carrying all that gold has made him kind of on edge.
Mm-hmm. You too, son. The tension of a strained friendship is hard on both sides. I'm gonna make you a cup of tea. It'll be very soothing.
Oh, please don't bother. I'm all right.
Oh, it's no trouble at all, son.
Your uncle's very accommodating. Tell me, do you always travel with him?
Yes. I often wish we could settle down someplace and have a home.
Yes, that's what I want. A home of my own, and
And what else?
oh, some good horses, and a brook full of trout.
Oh.
Well, you like trout, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Well, then maybe you'd like my place, too.
I like you.
You know something? I like...
Old Doc Richard's specialty coming up. Here we are. There we are. Now, let's drink up and feel nature spread its glowing warmth through our veins, huh?
Well, it's getting late and I'm tired. Good night, Lucky.
Well, will I see you in the morning?
Oh, yes, of course you will. I'll take care of that, son. You run along then, Renee. I'll call you in time for breakfast, dear.
Good night, Miss Renee.
Yeah, this is a nice, quiet place, huh?
Yes, it is.
This is the time I like. When the souls of men can commune and the mind is relaxed into the dark void of the true belief.
This is just what I needed.
Yes, old Doc Richard's greatest remedy.
I feel better already. This tea really clears your head.
I know exactly how you feel. It's a peace of mind that very few of us ever attain.
It's just as though I were sleeping with my eyes open.
That's it. Just relax. Just relax.
California.
I now pronounce you man and wife.
California, wake up.
Sweetheart.
What are you doing?
Excuse me, you ain't the bride.
What are you talking
A
about?
rich widow. I just married her. Now she's gone off for that $5 ring I gave her.
Will you stop that yapping and listen to me? Lucky came in sometime during the night and apparently waited till I went back to sleep and then went out again.
Maybe he's downstairs having breakfast.
I hope you're right because something else is missing.
What's missing?
The money.
The money.
Yeah, the money.
That ain't possible, Hoppy. What?
Well, nevertheless, it's true.
Hoppy, you ain't thinking that Lucky could have...
I don't know what to think, California. The mood he was in last night, he could have been talked into most anything. But we'll soon find out. Get your clothes on. Good morning.
Morning.
You seen the young fellow that came in with us last night?
Nope, ain't seen nobody but Blaney and his boys, and they left here about an hour ago.
Are you sure the boy wasn't with him?
I just told you I didn't see him. You think he's with him, you can find out for yourself. And was riding east.
I bet you kill a lot of people with kindness.
Hoppy! Hoppy!
What is it?
Lucky's horse is gone. I'll bet you knew Hattie's playing a joke on us.
Well, I hope you're right, but with that money gone and his disappearance, it's not my idea of a joke.
Well, good morning there, Cassidy. I'm Doc Richards. For your friend's description, I knew you had to be Hopalong Cassidy.
That's right.
Lucky was telling us all about you last night. Yes, you know, he thinks that you're 24 karat. I don't know, though. I'm afraid he was a little bit hurt about that bawling out you handed him yesterday.
I'm surprised he discussed that with a stranger. By the way, do you know where he spent last night?
Last night? Well, in bed, I suppose. Well, at least that's where he said he was going when I left him here in the lobby last night.
What time was that?
Oh, about 11 o'clock, I guess. My niece, Renee, had just left, and Lucky and I had a cup of tea.
Is anything wrong?
No,
Oh, I'm glad.
I was just looking for the boy. We should be on our way home.
I hope I see him again.
So do I, miss.
Yes, well, goodbye, Cassidy, and be sure and give our best regards to Lucky. He's a fine boy. Come on, Renee. We must be getting along, dear. Bye. Hoppy, what do we do?
You get the horses while I pay the bill.
Yeah, but Lucky and the money.
Get the horses.
Sure.
How much do I owe you?
3 people, $1.50.
There you are.
Everything all right?
What gave you the impression it wasn't?
Not a thing, not a thing.
Here.
Hoppy, I feel kind of sick inside. That Lucky must have gone loco.
I'm more worried than sick.
About the money?
No, about Lucky. If he's got that money with him, and I'm afraid he has to have, there's somebody else in on this.
Blaney.
That's what we're going to find out right now.
What are we stopping for, Hoppy?
I thought it was about time to give these horses a rest.
Yeah, that sure was hard riding.
This is only the beginning. Blaney's got a head start on us.
And he's got some men with him. Could be trouble.
This is one time I'm looking for it. You know that money doesn't all belong to me. Most of it belongs to my friends. And Lucky's friends.
Yeah, wait till I get a hold of that Lucky. I'll teach him a few lessons about not getting people into trouble.
I'm the one that needs the lessons, California. On how to keep a friend out of trouble when I see it coming. Well, let's get out of here.
All right. Well, sir, this is mighty pretty country through here. Profitable, too. They tell me there's a lot of gold in these hills. What's the matter? Didn't you hear me?
No, I didn't. I was thinking of Lucky.
Are you getting sweet on him?
I think he's very nice. And I'm sorry we didn't wait to find out what happened to him.
Suppose he was in trouble. Would you help him?
Of course.
Well, then look straight ahead. He'll be glad to see you. Well, this is a surprise.
Lucky, don't you know that Hoppy's looking for you?
Is there anything we can do for you, son?
What are you doing here?
I brought the money.
Money? Where did you get it?
Took it.
Oh, Lucky. How could you do such a thing? You've got to go right back and give it up.
Now, just a minute, Renee. You're getting a little bit excited. We'll admit that the young man was wrong, but he was out here waiting for us. He wants protection. Isn't that so, son? You see? Why, what you're suggesting would be a calamity.
How?
Why, if you sent him back now, he'd be hanging at the end of a rope in an hour's time. Yes, there's only one solution to this problem. Young man's got to travel with us. He'd be perfectly safe in the back of the wagon, and so will the money.
But that isn't...
Now, Renee, please, I know how to handle this. All right, we leave it up to him. Son, do you want me to help you? Do you want to come with us?
Yes.
All right, you see? That's that. Come on, help me with this.
Lucky, only last night you spoke so wonderfully of your friend Hoppy. Can't you realize what you're doing to him now?
Hoppy? Don't know who you mean.
Well, this is a very interesting case. Lad seems to have lost all recollection of the past. We must help him.
What brings you so far away from that ranch of yours?
Hoppy was due home yesterday, but when he didn't arrive, we figured he probably stopped here. So the boys and I thought we'd ride down and meet him. Kind of surprise him.
It'll be a surprise, all right.
That's right. Where is he?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. He was here. Now he ain't.
You sound mysterious, Jeb. What's up?
Well, that's hard to say, too. One of Cassidy's men disappeared, and then he and the other fella rode out of here like bats out of purgatory.
Then we should have passed him on the trail, if he was heading home.
Which he wasn't. He was riding due east.
Due east? That's certainly the wrong direction.
There's something wrong. Wait a minute. Let's not jump to any hot-headed conclusions. We all know and trust Hoppy. For my money, there's nothing to worry about.
And for my money, there is. And your money's in the same bag. Where's he going with it?
Are you inferring that Hoppy's double-crossed us?
He may be doing the inferring, but I'm doing the finding out. Are you with us, Randall?
I never thought I'd live to see the day I'd be gunning for Hopalong Cassidy. Let's go.
I ought to have my head examined for letting that kid walk out on me.
He ain't got nothing.
Neither have we, but he could have put the bite on Cassidy because I happen to know he was carrying plenty of money.
Yeah? What'd you do about it?
A lot of thinking. That inn was no place for a holdup, but Cassidy's got to hit the trail, don't he? I figure Cassidy got around $25,000 for those combined herds. And that kind of money's worth taking a chance for.
Yeah, but you'd have the whole country out after us.
How will they know we did it?
Go around the other side and keep me covered.
Yeah. Put that fire out, Bill. Come on, let's get after Cassidy. He's the one we want.
Well, you won't have far to go, Blaney.
Take it easy.
What is this?
Where's Lucky?
How should I know?
Well, he's disappeared, and so is a lot of money I was transporting.
Well, now, ain't that too bad? I didn't think the kid was that smart.
Well, he's not smart in that way, but somebody else is, and that could be you, Blaney. I know the boy owes you money, and it's just possible you talked him into a robbery and a ride in the hills.
Sure, he owes me money. Owes me a couple of $100, but I ain't cutting his heart out to get it. Look, Cassidy, I'm telling you, I don't know where Lucky is or the money.
All right, Blaney.
Come on, men.
Are you tired of living? What's the idea of shooting?
I got a tickling in my nose.
Yeah, and a tickling in your trigger finger, too.
Well, Blaney's gone. We don't know any more now than we did afore.
That's where you're wrong.
Huh?
Blaney doesn't know anything about it.
Well, we still gotta look for the kid.
Yeah, but before we do that, I want to find Doc Richards and have a talk with him.
Wait, we saw Doc Richards leave. You ain't thinking that...
I'm thinking that he and his niece are the last ones that talked to Lucky. Maybe they can give us a lead. Come on.
Randall's my name. I'm looking for a fella named Hopalong Cassidy. He should be riding with 2 other men.
Sure, I know Cassidy, and I just saw him.
Which way did they go?
I think they headed toward Mesa. What are you after him for?
There's been a little trouble.
Well, he's sure running away from it.
That's a beautiful sound. We have a lot of money, haven't we, Lucky?
A lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Whose money is it?
I don't know.
What's wrong with him? He doesn't make sense. I hate to think it, but have you had anything to do with the way he's acting?
Me? Why, what could I possibly gain?
I don't know. But it seems to me that he's under some sort of influence.
Perhaps you'd better know a few things. Yes, I have the means of controlling this young man. What I'm going to tell you is the truth. You have a new name. It is John.
John.
You have no friends. And when I leave you, you're going to forget that you ever saw or knew me.
My name is John.
You stole the money from Cassidy and buried it.
I buried it.
You are a criminal.
I'm a criminal.
Stop it! All these years, and I've never known what you really were. I just can't believe it.
Well, don't bother trying. It's a combination of 2 things. Mental suggestion and some of my herbs that have peculiar qualities. I can control practically anything with it. Now you get going, get supper ready. We'll have to get up early in the morning because we're leaving at daybreak.
My headaches. That dream.
You've been in a bad dream. Now you've got to come out of it.
Miss Renee. Where are we?
With my uncle. Don't you remember anything since last night?
No.
A terrible thing has happened, but I can't explain now. The important thing is for you to get away.
Why? Have I done something wrong?
Yes, but it isn't your fault. Now go before it's too late.
Where will I go?
Get your friends and tell them that...
Tell them what? Well, I woke up just in time, didn't I?
What's this all about?
Here you are. You drink this, and everything will be all right.
No, don't touch it!
You do that again, and I'll give you a nerve that'll produce a permanent sleep. Here, drink this.
No, I don't think
Drink it all. All of it. That's it. That's fine. Renee, you turn in. You've had a busy day. And take my professional advice. Mind your own business. All right, come on, turn in. try to do good for everybody. It ain't fair to man or beast.
You've been mumbling ever since we got up. What's the matter with you?
You remember the rich widow I married last night?
Yeah?
I dreamed she left. Couldn't stand my cooking.
You better quit dreaming that she'll want alimony.
What's alimony?
That is real trouble.
Uh-oh.
Hello, Hoppy. Kinda lost your way home, didn't you?
Hello, boys. I've been expecting you. No, we didn't lose our way, but I did lose something else.
Could it be our money?
That's right. But I wasn't figuring on coming back until I'd found it.
We were right.
Never heard of losing that much money.
Hoppy, let's hear your story.
Well, there isn't much, and what there is isn't very convincing. Money just disappeared to Boulder Inn while I was sleeping.
Do you expect us to believe that?
Well, I hoped you would.
Look, Hoppy, you know we're your friends and want to believe you. That story's no good. If the money disappeared, you ought to be chasing whoever took it, instead of running away.
Well, I'm on his trail now.
Who is it?
That I don't know.
We're not here to listen to riddles.
Hoppy means we don't know the man's name. He travels around with a big gang and has a wooden leg and one ear and no hair but he just disappeared.
Speaking of things disappearing, where is Lucky?
Well, I'm trying to find out, too.
We've heard enough of this. How about taking these two in?
That's my sentiments. Let's go.
Let's get our money first.
Just a minute, gentlemen. Your money is not here. I didn't steal it, but I'll get it back.
If you hadn't pulled that gun on us, I might believe that.
Someday I'll be happy to apologize. But speaking of guns, right now, we'll have to take yours.
Well, Lucky, maybe you ain't a bandit, but you're sure making one out of me. Sure ain't a convincing liar.
Well, I haven't had quite as much experience as you have.
Well, see, Hoppy, let's go back to Boulder Inn. I get a feeling in my bones that Lucky's there waiting for us.
You have, huh? Now, we're going back the same way we came.
I thought we was looking for the dock.
Well, we are, and if you'd had your eyes open, you'd have seen these wagon tracks when we crossed the old Mesa Road. Come on. Wait a minute, somebody camped here. Well, these rocks are still warm.
What you got there, Hoppy?
Well, that's one of Doc Richards' herb bottles.
Well, that don't mean nothing. Or does it?
I've got an idea that might mean something.
About Lucky?
Yeah, the last time we saw Doc, he was traveling with his niece. Now he's got an extra passenger.
How do you figure?
Well, they don't wear high-heel boots. Look at those tracks. But Lucky does.
Well, maybe he's a running off with that good-looking filly. He's liable to do anything when that love bug bites him.
Yeah, except turn thief. Come on, they can't be far away.
Here's where we lost him.
Yeah, look, the tracks double back.
Come on. I think we'll stop at the shack for a while. I can stand a rest. Come on. All right. Come on, son. That's it. Come on. That's it. That's fine. Son, I want you to take this gold up to the shack there. Run along. You go with him, Renee. Trail, Hoppy. Nobody tried to cross them badlands.
Maybe they're holed up someplace.
Then let's find them later. Right now, I need some water and something to eat.
It's not a bad idea.
Here you are, son. Drink this.
Lucky, don't.
Shut up. There you are. Go ahead, drink it. That's right. fine. Son, I am your friend.
You're my friend.
Then I want you to prove it. You will do what I say. There are 2 men over on the ridge. You don't know them. You never saw them before.
I don't know them.
I do. They are my enemies. I want you to take this gun and kill them.
No.
Shut up. All right. Come along, son. Son, what are you going to do?
On the ridge, there are 2 men. I'll kill them.
That's right. You're a fine boy. Now you run along. I'll wait for you back at the shack. Go on.
You had these a couple of weeks.
Hoppy, that's a bad sign. When one of them things casts a shadow, it means death.
Oh, this whole desert means death. Could have a little water, you'd choke to death on that. Well, come on, let's get out of here. Wait a minute. Look at those buzzards circling back those rocks.
Yeah, what do you suppose?
There's something moving over there. What's Lucky?
He shot at us.
My suspicions about that phony doc are beginning to add up. Stay here and attract his attention.
Oh, wait a minute, Hoppy. Lucky's a darn good shot. He ain't going to keep missing.
I know that. Stay here. Maybe I can stop him before he shoots again.
But why does Hoppy always leave me in these kind of...
Can't you hear me? Well, I hate to do that, but here it goes.
What's wrong with him, Hoppy?
He was out of his head. I had to do something. Give me that water. Here you are, Lucky.
Wished you'd tell me what this is all about.
I don't know yet myself, California.
Where am I?
Take it easy. Give me a hand. You've been out of your head.
I feel like I've been in another world.
Well, you have, Lucky. Now try to think clearly. You've been with a man named Doc Richards.
Yes. Yes, at the inn. He gave me some tea.
Something made out of those herbs of his.
That's right. That's right, and we were talking, and he kept staring at me,
And you don't remember anything else?
How'd you find me?
With a gun in your hand and shooting at us.
Shooting at you?
Yeah, the doc apparently spotted us out here and sent you out to kill California and me.
I'll twist him like a pretzel. I'll tear him. Where is he?
Well, Lucky wouldn't know that now, California. He's not only been drugged, he's been hypnotized.
That's just... He's been whatitized?
Remind me to explain later. Right now, we're going to retrace Lucky's steps. We'll probably find the doc and his niece pretty close by.
What's that for?
I want him to hear those shots. He'll think you've finished us off. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, that does it. That boy will do anything I want him to. You wait right here. I want to tell him what a good boy he is.
Wait out here. I'm going in the back way.
Well, he's certainly taking his time. Bring him inside when he gets back. What? Well, what are you doing here?
Oh, it's you, Doc.
Why, yes, but
I ran into some trouble over in the hills. I needed help and saw this shack. I came in the back way. I didn't know who I might find here.
You say there was some trouble?
Yes, it was Lucky. You know, I've been looking for him. He suddenly came upon us in the hills and tried to kill me. But, well, I got him first. I guess he was loco.
Is he? Is he dead?
Well, that's usually what happens to a man when you shoot him.
What a tragedy. Well, life is full of such things sometimes, and I sympathize with you. But you mustn't take it so hard, my friend. You look tired and miserable.
I am, Doc.
Well, then it's a good thing that you found me. I'll brew you a cup of tea. It'll soothe your nerves.
Anything, Doc.
This is a medicinal tea made of herbs that can soothe the most ragged nerves. You mustn't dwell on the tragedy of today. You must just relax and think of tomorrow. You know, sometimes calamity can be as deadly to the spectator as it is to the victim. Yeah, go ahead. You drink that up. Relax. Go ahead, it'll do you good.
No, thanks, Doc. I think I'll let you drink it.
Me?
Yes, you. I've been waiting for you to offer me some of that stuff. I wouldn't drink it and neither would you, but apparently Lucky did, and that's how you controlled him.
Why, what do you know about Lucky?
I know Lucky isn't dead, as I led you to believe. It was a pretty clever trick, Doc. You got the boy under your influence with that drug you gave him, got him to steal the money, then sent him out to kill me. Nobody'd ever suspected you of having the money, and the boy'd never come out of these hills alive. Put that down or I'll kill you.
Uh-oh, there's going to be trouble if Hoppy ain't found the money.
Renee.
Where's Hoppy?
Inside.
You can put your guns away, Randall. There's your gold, and Doc's got a little explaining he wants to do.
And that's how it happened. I'm just grateful that Mr. Cassidy was able to stop Lucky in time.
That's a lie. You're in this just as deep as I am.
I'm afraid not, Doc. I'm going to see that this girl is completely cleared.
That satisfies me, Hoppy. And we all owe you a deep apology.
Oh, forget it, Randall. Well, you might as well get him outside. Lucky, you take care, Miss Richards.
Sure, Hoppy.
We sure get a ride for our money.
And by the way, from now on, if you owe anybody money, maybe you better come and tell me about it. It might save us some trouble.
You can bet I will.
Glad that's straightened out.
Hey!
And if I... Wow, they need some new wells around here.
You'll find out. All right, come on, give me a hand with this stuff so we can get home. You might as well finish that.
That was wonderful of you trying to help me.
Well, it all came as such a surprise. There really wasn't much I could do.
You know, every time I don't listen to Hoppy, I get into trouble.
Here you are, young lady. And you'll go back to Bar 20 with us, and we'll see that everything is straightened out.
Ah, first time I was ever in Pete's pipe.
What's wrong with him?
A little cloud. Think I'll take a little ride.
Hoppy.
How gorgeous.
He drank that herb tea the doc fixed for me. In that case, there's only one thing to do. Hold this.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
What's going on? What's going on?
You were about to go for a ride on a cloud with that rich widow.
I was?
Yeah. I'll get up on that wagon and drive it until we get back where our horses are.
Me?
Yeah, you always wanted to be a doctor.
Sure. California cars and doctor. Ha!